Hello, everyone, and welcome to this channel, this space. My name is Lisa Lyle, and I am here to share with you some of the wisdom that flows through my heart. We're going to start with a few sounds of my singing bowl. So, just as you're joining in, and just as I'm getting settled, because I'm very nervous, I don't know, I always feel really nervous connecting these days. There's so much going on in the world. Um, so let me just see here. Just give me a second. I'm just going to share this. So, okay. All righty. Okay, so here we go at 111. Nice deep inhale. So again, thank you so much for being here. A great way to show your support for myself and other YouTube creators is by simply subscribing to our channel and giving us a thumbs up and commenting, being active commenting in the comment box down below. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those who have been traveling with me for quite some time, thank you for your unconditional love and support. um, I'm really grateful eternally beyond time and space. So thank you so much. And I ask at this time that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages of Source Divine in honor and in service to the greatest and highest good of all humanity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let me see here. I left my things behind me. So before I was guided to come live today, I was guided to a deck of cards that I haven't used in quite some time, the Quan Yin Oracle, just to pull some cards for us as the overriding theme of really where we are in with respect to our soul's evolutionary growth. Now, for those of you who don't know, Kuan Yin is the goddess or the Bodhisattva of compassion. And her basically it's believed that she is walking the earth until all souls have returned home to their heart center, so no souls left behind. And when I shuffled, two cards flew out for us, and I feel that they are absolutely relevant and divinely perfect. And we've got the dynasty of the Divine Mother, a number 8. Number 8 is, when we flip it on its side, it is the number of eternity, infinity. And it's also representative of what goes around comes around. And so we are collectively in this time of a shift of consciousness truly for the ages, from the Piscean age, which was really about dominance and control from the external imposed on the people, and the consciousness of the divine human soul. And we are now into the age of Aquarius. It is indeed the dawning of the age of Aquarius, which is really speaking to us about unity, creativity, respect and understanding for all. And I live in a part of the world that's very, it's alarming, in fact, at how um, we are being inundated 24/7 with propaganda. Even when you drive on our main arteries, the main highways here, all of the overhead signs are reminding us to go get the jabberdoodle. Um, we're still in here, we're in lockdown again. I believe, because I know that things aren't happening. We're not able to go to certain places. And currently, for those of you who may be in my country, Canada, as well, and those who are watching from other countries, please know that there is currently a convoy for freedom driving from end to end, from the west coast of Canada to the east, from the east coast of Canada to our parliamentary center, which is in Ottawa, Ontario. So they are making their way. Mainstream media is not reporting this, and when they do report it, they are reporting outright lies and false, fake news. They are saying that they are only truckers that are unjabbed, when in fact the truckers are standing in solidarity and unity, jabbed and unjabbed alike. They are standing for freedom, and their call, the purpose of their convoy to our nation's capital, is to end all mandates, end all lockdowns, end all need for paperwork to live your life freely, not just for them, for all of us. So I just wanted to share that, because I know there's a lot of false information, and the information that's coming through and being delivered on through the Mockingbird media, the sock puppets, is absolutely false, and it is seeking to create more division among a country that is already fractured. And in fact, we have a fractured world at this point in time, and it's up to each of us as divine sovereigns, as children of light, children of God. It is up to each of us at this time to stand up and speak up for what is divinely our birthrights. There's no more staying neutral in this. It is truly time to pick a lane, pick a side, and use your voice. And I really, really believe the only side is the side of humanity for all of us. And the Divine Mother agrees. And so we've got the dynasty of the Divine Mother, and I really feel this is the energy rising upon the planet, is the mother energy, the divine feminine, the mother wound. Through the healing of the mother wound, we rise and unify as one heart, eternally connected to Source. And the message of the Divine Mother here, just the channeled message in the guidebook, is the only wish of the Divine Mother Goddess is that all beings be spiritually free. Divine Goddess calls us to realize our true nature, to fall in love with our own divinity. Enlightenment is a culmination of many small steps, each one as a drop of water forming in the divine ocean of peace. Realization, love, and unity within us, an ocean that washes away fear, separation, and scarcity, and bathes us in abundance and bliss. You carry the torch of enlightenment within you, beloved. Let it shine each day. And then the second card that came out is this number 43, the Veil of Shadows. And first of all, 43, I see that as a 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. And what I really felt as soon as this card came out, we are beginning to see the collective shadow. The dark shadow is being revealed. And instead of running away and hiding from it, because what has been seen can no longer be hidden. Remember this. And so I feel that this card is saying to us that as we come face to face with the shadow, and it may be frightening, it may feel intimidating, it may be uncomfortable to face, and yet this only truly speaks of the shadow that we're called to face and heal within. We can't run away from our own shadow. A government, any government, a worldwide government, is not going to clear the shadow. In fact, they are a part of the collective shadow, and they are not, in many cases, for humanity. It's about you and I unifying within and coming together, sisters and brothers, regardless of status, regardless of socioeconomic status, regardless of our race, of our gender, or any other thing that seeks to divide us as children of light. Okay? And so, this veil of shadows, the channeled message here is: a lotus blossoms with deep, rich mud into which she plunges her roots and draws great nourishment. From this mud, made of water and earth, growth happens and great beauty is revealed. Your soul, lotus, thrives through depth of emotion and aliveness of your body, into which she can plant herself and unfold as the lotus of light she is. And this is each of us. It's up to each of us. We are really at a collective time of divine responsibility, personal responsibility to ourselves, first and foremost, to live in our truth, to live in integrity, to live in compassion and kindness for what is happening in the world and what it is doing to our dear brothers and sisters, as well as the children of light who are now being conditioned through this. And one thing that's really important to remember, wherever you are in the world, a message that's been coming through for quite some time is that a child raised in a mask will not ever stand up for themselves. They will never question perceived authority. And by masking up, it's basically it's really time for us as a collective of humanity to face our shared truth. And we are all currently human slaves, regardless of anything that separates us. And so we must come back to who and what we truly are in this present moment. And each of us must make a decision to take a stand for ourselves and our rights, because they're God-given, and any government that takes our God-given rights from us certainly is never going to gift them back to us. So it's up to us to stand strong in our integrity. Okay? So I'm in the process of writing a book, my first book. Yay! And it's completely different than anything that I had imagined it would be. And so yesterday, I was guided to go back to some of my older writing. And I came across this journal, which was started. This is funny because for the last decade of my life, I have felt rather stifled, and I have been very much in survival mode. And so I haven't been consistent with my writing until the last year or so again. So this book was started in May of 2014, and there's very few writings in 2014 through May to July, and then we go May through August, and then it jumps to 2015, 2015, and then it jumps to 2017. Okay, no, 2016, 2016, and 2017, and then again 2021. So I was guided back to this page in 2016, and I was guided to read it yesterday. And I was asked to come live today and share it with you. And the message I received was that this is a way to show to show that the divine truth does not change. The wisdom that we know that is innate within our heart space, within this physical vessel, is eternal and exists beyond, timeless and eternal, and exists beyond time and space. Time and space is only relevant here in the meat suit. So I'm going to just show you here. You can see here, there's a capitalization. It's written in sentences. And then right here, it starts to go to all capital letters for the rest of the writing. When my handwriting changes to all capitals, this is when spirit is directly flowing through me, and my writing changes. It's very fast, very little punctuation, and it's all capital letters. So I'm going to share that with you. So the date of this sharing, I don't know what that guy's writing, but we're going to delete that. Remove. I don't know that. Okay. So on April 16th, 2016, my head is swirling. I feel foggy and disoriented. My tummy flutters and my heart aches as it expands and moves beyond. Capital now. Now it's all capital letters. Moves beyond love that is known. Where am I being led? Where is this place called home? And the answer comes. It is within your breath, through your heart, and deep down into your belly. Each breath, the only place to start your blessed and magical journey home. Deep and wide, open into the heart, home. Open into the heart home that is you. Love within you. Breathe now, you are home. So that was the writing from that date. And then the next time I wrote in this book, so that was April. And then the next time was September 21st, 2016. And I wrote last day of summer 2016 and Mercury retrograde. And it's really interesting because we are currently in Mercury retrograde, and the date is January 24th, 2016. So that's an interesting little connection there. So here is the channeled message that came through after I wrote that. Release all now. Make way. Welcome all that is love in. For in truth, this love has always been within, seeking to be expressed. Your life is your creation. Mystical one, weave and remember the magic within. Your magic, it heals and sets others free. Yet the most magical healing connection is the one within thee. Between you and your higher self, to this most holy connection, it is time to be true. Remember, dream weaver, remember. Your life is your own creation. To thine own self be true. We love you, Father Sky and Holy Mother Earth. And then the next day, September 22nd, 2016, this message came through and it's all capitalized. Okay, so it's all a channeled message. Master Energy Day, Divine Balance, Sacred Earth. Many dear souls are in the midst of emotional unrest, upheaval, and dis-ease. Nervous energy is raw, jangling nerves ready to run or pop off. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Ease into all that is now within your experience, all that is now coming up to be cleared out. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe into you. Breathe life into you. So much good is in store for you. All that is true is stored within you. Breathe, breathe, breathe into the light within you. Settle and ease into this sacred, holy, peaceful place. The unrest we see and feel is all that is within me and you. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Come home to the truth within you. Settle and ease into the peaceful, balanced, and inspired truth that is you. Transformation is yours. It is ours. Come home. Come home to your heart. And, oh, it's still going. It's still going. Come home to your own truth, our truth. It is deep within. In order to be reborn, one must be willing to die to the lie that there is separation between you and I. All that we see with our physical human eyes keeps us blind to the one soul truth within. We are one. Plants, animals, trees, and the beautiful fall breeze. We are one. As such, we are intimately and intricately connected. Invisible as that connection may seem, does not make it any less real, any less truthful. Let's face it, as a collective, we have accepted far less holy truths. We have accepted blindly truths which have us disregarding and disrespecting our very own sacred ecosystem, which is an intimate extension of ourselves. We have blindly accepted truths which say that based on skin color, gender, religion, economic status, where we live in the world, that some are better than others. None of this is true. It never was, nor will it ever be our shared truth. It was 21:12 there. So that was the end of that message. And then on December 8th, 2016, I received this little small message, a time to remember the healing power of the divine light of truth within. That was it. On 1/3/2017, who you really are, galactic being, Earth star, here to support Mother Gaia, Sister Earth. Remember your imaginary friends when you were young? They were real. Remember, remember, remember. So that's the little bit that I was guided to share with you. I'm looking here to see if there's anything else that they're asking me to share. Okay, this. Okay, so this is from January 25th, 2017. And they're asking me to share. So many dear souls are crying out to be seen, to be heard, to be felt, to simply be loved. It is really not complicated. Yet the collective lies and deceit has made it so. What truth are we really, what truth are we really here to speak, share, and expand upon? And support each other each and every time. As we settle into our own hearts, we know, we have always known, and very likely always will. Yet we have been conditioned to hide, deny, cover up, and conform. The list goes on and on. Well, you know what? Those days are gone. We can no longer hide in the shadows. We can no longer deny how we feel deep inside. We know. And I feel that is really relevant to what we are seeing in the collective now. And so it was interesting that they took me back to those particular writings, because here we are in 2022, and far more restricted, way more restricted, all of us, for the last 2 years. Since when did this nonsense start? 2019, I think. Way more restricted, far less freedom of movement, far less freedom of choice, which we really don't. We still have the same. We have just complied to governmental control, and they have me spell it at the governmental, like mental. And what has been coming through in my writing for the book, which will be out probably within the next 2 months, because it's coming through very fast, And again, it's very much a channeled book of my own, like from my own writing, messages that I receive. And one of the things that has been coming through is that the lie is perpetuated through compliance and complacency, through obedience of the human slaves. And that may be unpalatable for some to hear. And yet, until we're ready to face facts, to face our own fears, and to acknowledge them, we will not move beyond in our personal experience beyond the 3 and 4D, like mental place. And, 5D, we've always heard so much about this 5D. Well, the split is really a split in consciousness. And one of the messages that has been coming through recently in 2022, or it may have been late 2021, around the time of the solstice, was that a spell, a web has been cast, a net has been cast over the consciousness of humanity since the time of our brother Jesus the Christ. Okay, and I'll share more about that at another time, in another live, I'm sure. So I was guided just before I came live to grab my Gaia Oracle cards, and it's a deck I've been working with for a couple decades now. First, just for myself as I was deepening my spiritual uh, development, really, as I was connecting with messages from source and my higher self. So that one wants to come through. Oh my God, it's so perfect. Sacred Mother Earth. And it's a 42, which comes to a 6, which is what 2022 is, a universal 6. And this is really about, again, with the dynasty of the Divine Mother coming through from Quan Yin, and this coming through from the Gaia Oracle, and me having just read a message from Father Sky and Mother Earth. This is beautiful. And it's really important, regardless of our belief systems, regardless of anything that separates us. As eternal souls, we are one, eternally connected to Source. And so it's really time, this is a time for personal responsibility. What we do here matters in the moment and well beyond this present moment. And so if you're prone to sweeping stuff under the rug, turning a, what do they call it, a blind eye to what is right in front of you, it's going to be a very, very sad time for you, because we can no longer hide. That which has been seen can no longer hide in the shadows. And so, through our connection to Mother Earth, we are deeply supported. We are supported on our healing journeys. We are supported through the nourishment that the earth provides for our bodies, the water that replenishes our body. I mean, heck, we're almost 80% water, you know? Um, so it's so important. And I just feel that this message is saying to us today, remember your heart. Remember your heart. Remember your heart. And it's through the heart that we are connected to all. Share and speak through your heart to another dear soul. Let's move away from this divisive division and demonizing. Like, we're demonizing. People are demonizing their brothers and sisters, their biological family members aren't talking. And, it's really time. Snap out of it. Snap out of it, because we are on the same team. We are on Team Humanity. And without going too deep into what has been controlling or suppressing our consciousness, let me just say this simply: they're not for Team Humanity. They view you and I, our children, as slaves, and they seek to enslave us for generations to come. And is this the world that you were born to create? Is this the world that you want to live in going forward? I think not. I think not. And if it is, we're not on the same team. Because my dreams, my lifelong dreams, at the midway point of my life here just over 50. My lifelong dream that has never changed is heaven on earth for all God's children, regardless of denomination. The meek shall inherit the earth. We are God's children. If you believe, and people get hung up on God. So let's say creator's child, you are a child of source, unlimited in your potential. And it is time to get back to the wisdom within your very own heart. Take responsibility for how you feel in this space in your body. Put your hand on it, get familiar with it, and then go forth and shine your brilliant light into the world. The world needs more heart. The world needs more compassion. And those who are divisive and what are they saying? Divisive and wanting to spar all the time, send them love. I've recently been shown myself like a Care Bear. I've been shown myself like a Care Bear, that anytime where there's misguided and misdirected energy coming at me, I'm just meant to send that energy so much love, because those that are angry and those that are living in fear truly need our love. So be that light that you came to be in the world. And remember, Jesus loves us. So until next time, folks, I'm sending you so much love, light, respect, and gratitude from the depths and the expansiveness of my beating heart and my eternal soul. I look forward to seeing you here again live tomorrow at 1 p.m. for more wisdom from the heart of Lisa Diane Lyle. I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being present here now. Your presence is a gift to humanity.